Hello, YouTube. In today's stream, we're talking about the Matrix and how it has all of our people's minds, in this loop, you know, same stuff that causes everything from dysfunction to, financial crisis within families, everything. Mm. Well, ever since, society has came to be, the zookeepers, as I should call them, the people that be, the powers that be. They they run this world, keeping everything on the wraps, keeping your mind in a warp to where you just won't even just realize that you're being controlled. Everything from your personality traits to to everything you're being controlled. Even your mind. So I mean, you got to put that into contrast as well. You know, this is my first video or whatever. I'm trying to go ahead and just really just get this truth pushed out. You know, the next videos are better. It'll be a lot better. But this Matrix or whatever, man. It's crazy how they just got it out there like that. They got the news controlling people. They got church controlling people. They got all kind of things that just has people just running in circles. You know, everybody everybody tries to push their own beliefs, thoughts, and everything, false concepts, you know, on onto others, and that's the crazy thing that I see. It's like an infection. I call it an infection. More so, just really just being so like, you can infect others with with truthful, positive knowledge, and you can infect others with bullshit. We just gonna call it that, bullshit. How the system operates. The government knows how the human mind operates. The government knows. They push all this stuff on you. So Jesus got you believing in all kind of crazy stuff. No power to the people on that. Shit. Ain't no power to the people on that simply because they give all the power to a deity to live, what, 2,000 years ago or something like that. So that's where all the power is at. The power is not to the people. The power is to the government. You know, Same government that print out these Bibles. They got everybody mind, especially in America, all twisted and fucked up and shit. You know, in this reality, you know, you got deaf ears and you got ears that hear everything. You see, my ears, I hear everything. I see everything, and I see it in different spectrums and different lights. You know, this is just, some notes about myself. I see it in different spectrums and different lights and stuff like that. Other people just may not grasp, like the way I see things or whatever. But that's why we starting this channel here. You know, everything from my beliefs on the earth being flat, how the government hides the fact that, it's flat, you know, how the government, is starting this whole, trying to start a race war, every day, I mean, like, if you look at the news every day, you'll see killings and all kind of shit about cops killing blacks and shit like that. You know, they're perpetuating a lot of shit. You know, it's a perpetual war or whatever that they're just trying to just manifest different aspects of it and push their agenda. You know, the powers that be at that. Many times, many times, you know, they are successful. Look how they got the word on, man. Just look, pay attention, open your eyes. You know, indoctrination is big over here in the West. I've never been outside this country, but I know they're indoctrinated too. I know. You know, I was an individual. You know, I was born with a spark. I wasn't born like the rest of the robots in the, in the world. It's more conscious minded people like me. And I'm just reaching out to those people. Get on channel, start a conversation or something like that. You know, about some real life shit. Many topics. I talk about different shit. I talk about everything. I talk about everything. You know, I'm a student and a teacher, so I'm all in one. And just to speak on this Donald Trump thing, Trump, they tried to do some old, I don't know, they tried to put some in an envelope and mail it to the Pentagon or something that I heard about that. I mean, like, it's government stuff, all this stuff is government stuff, and they feed us. They feed us that shit. They feed us that shit. It's a lot of people that don't like Donald Trump. A lot of people that like him. But for someone to just send that shit out like that, yeah, it's to each his own. You know, but back to the indoctrination thing I was talking about. We was all taught out on us coming from Africa and stuff like that. And my thoughts on that, the out of Africa theory, it's kind of vague, but that's what they taught us in school. And then I just don't believe that. I just don't believe everybody came from Africa. Life started in Africa. Those old monkey bones they found in Africa, no, those are monkey bones, not no human bones. And everything from that to the secrets in the water to what's really up under the water. The government knows things that only you and I could fathom to know. Because if you're able to just really just pick up on it, learn about it, you'll be a force to be reckoned with in this society. All at once. Life, death, those type of topics. Those are topics, enlightening topics I like to talk about. What happens after death. See, I always wonder what happens when we die. Especially with the ancient people. You know, based on how they summed up life and philosophy in their time, in their days of living. I compare a lot of present day living to ancient living. You know, a lot of present day thought to ancient knowledge, present day knowledge. You know, those people back then was free. They were truly free. The whole world is in slavery. If it ain't physical, it's mental. You know, it's like, man, there's so many topics I can touch on. I just don't want to just be going all over the place. I really don't. So I guess I'll probably close out this video and get my get my little library together and probably start another stream in a few. And then I have my topics, but this is like an introduction video. This is the Matrix. This is the Matrix for real. Everything you gotta buy, everything you have to work for it. You gotta work. You gotta work to eat. You gotta work to sleep comfortably. You gotta work to get medical attention. You gotta work to get through school. It ain't nothing in life free, even in the natural world. You gotta work for it. But in this matrix that they got us living in, the basic necessities you have to work for. Pretty soon, I wouldn't be surprised if we had to work for air. They already own it. They own airspace. These I thought in this video, this cat was referring to the people that be the powers that be at the zookeepers does. It's one big zoo. That's all it is. One big zoo. Everything is learned behavior, taught behavior, everything. But when we get back on this next stream, we're gonna. Oh no, you good. Oh no, you good, bro. We're gonna finish talking about everything. Second.
He's still in there.
In the living room?
Uh-huh.
In the dark by itself?
He's on his phone.